Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here with your all stuff no fluff news. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, we're talking about multiple arcade machine emulation with MAME, and MAME is ending the year pretty strong. They've got a brand new release here, version 0.284. So like every month, there's a bunch of fixes, improvements, and brand new stuff. There's fixes for Sega Model 2 stuff, and in terms of brand new stuff, they say two interesting arcade prototypes have turned up. One is Saurian Front, an early version of what became Strike Force, and the other is a completely unreleased Atari game called Jammin' that runs on Donkey Kong hardware. Now, taking a look at some of the footage for Jammin', and I think it would have done relatively well if it ever released. If you are interested and wanted to learn more about it, like everything we talk about, links are within the GitHub link in the bottom of the description below. I don't hide my sources. And speaking about updates, next up we're talking about Emulation Frontend Playnite, and Playnite got a brand new update. So taking a look over on GitHub, and version 10.47 is the latest and greatest release. Now, they do point out, do not manually run update files downloaded from here. Always use built-in update system to update Playnite instead. Now, to me, this update is pretty simple and straightforward. There's some fixes and some brand new stuff, including the ability to install or reinstall specific versions of add-ons. And speaking about different versions of things, next up here, we're talking about Pocket-8. For those who are unaware, Pocket-8 is a native Pico-8 emulator for iOS and now Android. So on GitHub here, version 1.5 is the latest and greatest update for Pocket-8, and I would say this is a huge update. Pocket-8 is now officially running on Android. They've added in Android support. They've also added in other stuff as well, like multi-cart support. On top of that, they've improved library management. They say you can now rename and favorite your carts, long press to organize your collection. There are a couple of things worth pointing out. Number one, Android support is currently preliminary. I mean, they're saying here that gamepad and full screen mode will be added soon. Secondly, the developer does not have an Android device, so there may be bugs and issues, and I would say testing is pretty limited. And also here, for multi-cart support, .p8, .png multi-carts are supported. .p8 multi-carts are not supported yet. Next up here, we're talking about GameSir, and GameSir has introduced a brand new controller they're planning on releasing here called the Swift Driver Turbo Drive. If you're a fan of driving games, if you're a fan of racing games, you may be a fan of this controller. Maybe not, I don't know. The controller has a steering wheel built into the center of it. It's a little tiny thing for your thumbs. And it does have force feedback. Now, unfortunately for this one, I haven't seen it in action, so I don't know if it's any good. I don't know the release date or price for this thing, but I can't imagine it would be that cheap. Let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments below. Would you want a wheel in the center of your controller with force feedback? And speaking about stuff releasing, next up here, we're talking about an upcoming fighting game that has got a lot of attention so far, and that is 2XKO. This one is being developed by Riot, and we now have a release date, January 20th. It seems as if Riot has released their release trailer a little bit early. It is up on the internet now, and I'm very curious to see the overall reception. It does seem relatively positive. This game was nominated for a Game Award this year, even though it was only in early access. And I'm wondering if it's going to be nominated again next year. I'm guessing it will be. And speaking about stuff that has just released, next up here we're talking about a brand new article up on Gardner Bryant. This one is titled A 2025 Gaming Wrap-Up, Thoughts from Developers and Creators, and it's by none other than Dash. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you know we've talked about Dash. Dash has published some really interesting articles up on Gardner Bryant with interviews with emulator developers and even more. I would recommend checking out the website. I would recommend giving some articles a read, especially this one, because I might be in it. Now, I know I'm super biased about this one, but it is a pretty interesting read. I mean, our PCS3 developers are in here, PCSX2 developers are in here, RetroDeck devs are in here, and even more. And speaking about stuff releasing, next up here, we're talking about a device that hasn't released yet, but they've released more information on it. And that is the upcoming Ayaneo Pocket Play. The Kickstarter is now up. It's not live, but there is a lot of information here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the full spec list or price just yet. It will be posted on here once they release the information, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that information. I am very curious about this device. A lot of people seem to be very excited about it overall. I mean, it's like a brand new Sony Xperia Play. And speaking about hardware, next up we're talking about the Anbernic RG 477V. Now, almost every single review I've seen of this thing is praising it, and arguably rightfully so. However, the Phawx does point out some stuff that I would recommend checking out his video for. I mean, I think the information he provides is really handy to see whether or not the 8 gig model or 12 gig model is the best fit for this device. Given the chipset, given the performance, I would argue the 8 gig is probably the better option in terms of price to performance ratio. Now, I don't know about you, but I would say the RG477V is a smash hit for Anbernic. If you've picked one up, if you've got one, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. And speaking about price to performance ratio, next up here, we're talking about Nintendo 3DS and not emulation, just the Nintendo 3DS. And it turns out Nintendo 3DS prices are skyrocketing right now. It's being reported up to 76%. Taking a look on eBay here, and I've got no idea why prices of these things are going up. It's very puzzling to me. I mean, these aren't necessarily new devices. They've been around for a long time. There are a lot of them out there. They're very plentiful. I am baffled by it. If you know the secret, let me know in the comments below on why the prices of these are just suddenly surging. I mean, maybe this is just me, but taking a look at the price of the 3DS now and even the 2DS, and the AYN Thor seems a lot more attractive. I mean, the Thor is arguably a far more versatile device, compatible with a whole bunch more games. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments below. And speaking about game compatibility or availability, last up here we're talking about River City Ransom Underground on Steam. If you've got this game on your wish list on Steam, you may want to pay attention because this game is being delisted, I think today. It might be available for a little bit of time here, but the game is currently 85% off. So they say right here on Steam, due to the expiration of a licensing agreement, this game will be removed from sale on Steam. The delisting process is currently underway. If you already own the game, nothing changes. It will remain available in your Steam library, and you can continue to download and play it as usual. Thank you to everyone who has supported the game over the years. We truly appreciate it. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We're closing out the year. We're going to start out 2026 pretty strong, but thank you for watching all of my videos this year, and I can't wait to see you next year, which is tomorrow. If I do a video tomorrow, I might do one on Jan 2nd instead. Anyways, we talked about a bunch today. Feel free to discuss anything we talked about in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate. Save your state.